Hi. Right, so we're back at the woodland. I've asked Matthew to do some filming, which might make it a bit better because then you can actually see me and I can show you what I'm showing you. And it is the 1st of February 2026. So it has been raining for about a month and there's literally, this is the lull. I was here a couple of weeks ago or a week ago to go and get the hen house and the goose door, which is now away because I won't be bringing them back. And we've come and discovered different things which I wasn't expecting at this early in the year. So I feel that the whole area is greener than I thought it was going to be. And where the pigs have been, which was a blank canvas, there's grasses coming up and other little plants. And today we're going to be standing up some of the Scots pines that I planted before Christmas, which have fallen down. I wasn't expecting them to stand, I just had to put them in as quickly as possible. And so we'll put some stakes in. I've got these amazing tree belt things to put around them, which will be really good, and then we can expand those as they grow. And then amazingly I found about 36 oak trees which I hadn't planted, so my 1,152 is not as many as that, because I've still got those. I'll find somewhere over down across the ditch at the end. So we checked out the ponds, and the ponds are nearly as full as they will be, so ever. So I can show you that. I'll film that a bit later on. I don't imagine they could get much fuller than they are at the moment. So Matthew, is there anything else that I should say that I've forgotten?
No. Well, we found a hole of some animal.
That's right, we found a hole where some little animal must live underground. No idea who lives there. And next to it was a little Scots pine that we need to protect, and it has been nibbled a bit by some of the voles that are around. So I won't go down Elizabeth's route of suggesting give them some trees to eat. I think we'll try and protect that one. And there was a beautiful little bird flew off. So there was some, Matthew thought it was maybe a wader. So we'll have to have a look and see what that is. So otherwise it's really quite still and quiet here. There's Matthew, he's getting the posts done. We had a few left, I was putting the sharp points on so we could dig them in. Well, not dig them in, bash them in, I mean, sorry, concentrating. So this is us, we're putting new posts in, these poor trees that were fallen over because I had to do them in such a hurry on Christmas Eve or whenever it was. So I'm going to go and help now to hold the tree and hold the post. So that is the tree girth. We are making it up as we go along. Hopefully it is right. And that is the tree now standing up nice and tall. And there were 5 others around this little section here. I can't see them like that, so really cool. Lunch break for hard-working people. Ready-made curry on the camping stove with hopefully enough gas to last to heat it up. So there are 35 sticks here that I bought. I had purchased some shorter ones but thought no, I do need these bigger, fatter ones for the straps that we've got for the last remaining bigger trees. So put them in the car and we'll unpack them and put them into here ready for use later on. Hello, so I'm back here actually. It's Tuesday. Didn't manage to film after Matthew and I finished the other day, and today it's raining or sleeting really, so I'll show you the bits and bobs that we've done. And also I've just put all those in here. Those are the new 35 stakes that I've bought. So the pond over here is the one nice and full I was going to show you. It's really cold today. Now I think that's probably as full as it'll get, although I can't see it sort of overflowing, so it just shows how much water can be stored in a pond that size. What is it, about 15 metres by 5 perhaps, by just a metre deep or something. So and it's not really sort of running off down the edges, which is you know, what my argument is, that we need to be storing more water in the hillsides and in the farms. So I'll show you some more in a minute. Well, I am looking around everywhere for the animal hole that we told you about, and the fallen down tree. I can't find it anywhere. So well, I've just found another fallen down tree here, I think. Seems to be doing quite well, but that's not the one I was thinking about. Yeah, so here you can see the water sitting in the bits where the pigs have been, but I mean, it's not running anywhere, and the trees should be fine. The little ones that I planted, they're sort of on higher patches, as you can see there, and I'll show you the pond in a minute. So I suppose it doesn't look quite as green as it did the other day, because it was a little bit brighter that day, and it's really not today. It's really dull and rainy. But as you can see, I mean, there's a fair amount of grass here, and also the mosses in the kind of water areas. They're lovely and green as well. So that's what I meant when I said it sort of looked greener than I thought. So this is coming up to the other pond from the south side, isn't it? And you can see kind of how full it is. I'll stand this little guy up a bit. Oh dear. He's fallen over. I'll just stand him up. Right, back onto the mission. He's now stood up. There he is. Got a bit of a scuff on his bark. Where is it? There. You can see that from where he was rubbing against the plastic. So might need to put some moss on that. Right, so here we go. We'll get up here. It is still got about a foot. It could potentially go up, which just shows, again, like the other pond, you know, I mean, the amount of rain we've had, and really, you know, if every field had something like that to sit, you know, obviously if it had clay underneath it, you know, the water could sit there instead of the runoff that we've had on the roads. Now you can see all the little trees in their little sleeves.